What's up, Twitch and YouTube? It's MurphyD55 coming to you with another episode of Around the Gjallarhorn, and today we have a special guest coming through, one of my closest friends on the platform, a newly converted full-time Twitch streamer, my guy LOOCH412, aka Gooch412, aka the Gabagool King himself in the building. Looch, appreciate you taking the time to be on here, man. I knew that I would have you on the podcast. I just wanted to make sure that I found, I was kind of holding out till you did the switch over to full-time streaming, so we can talk about that a bit later on. But how's your weekend going, man? How's your day going so far?
Good, man. Good. Everything's good so far. Just ready to get going. I've been waiting to get on here, so I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm excited to have you on, my friend. We've collaborated a lot. You're probably the person that I've collaborated the most with on this platform.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of a no-brainer to have you on the podcast. And we'll get into talking a little bit about how you got started out on Twitch. We'll talk about what's current in Madden right now. We'll talk about goals you have going forward. We got a whole. I've got a huge list, guys. I got 6 questions written on paper here. Okay.
All right.
This is this is at least 3 hours worth of podcast content on this one piece of paper here. But let's get right into it, Looch. I kind of know your origin story a little bit. I was able to, besides knowing you outside of Twitch a little bit now, was able to watch your podcast with Fend back in the day. But for a lot of the people that are new to the community, because we know Twitch, the community kind of rotates through every few months. You get new people in here. How did you first decide to press that go live button and start streaming on Twitch?
Yeah, so I've always been a gamer, like in the sense like not like super competitive, but I've always played, Call of Duty, NHL, FIFA, Madden. I've always been around it, but I never really knew about Twitch at all. I was just strictly a YouTube guy. I just, watched guys like Toke Nasty and Madden, Cookie Boy, like these guys I watched from like as a kid. I just always watched like TD Barrett's another example. I was just like a YouTube Madden guy, and then obviously a year and a half or almost 2 years ago now, COVID hit, and I was just bored at home. Like there wasn't really much to do, and I just thought, okay, why not watch stuff live? Like I just really wasn't introduced to Twitch. I started going on Twitch, watched a few people here and there. Then I was like, this is actually pretty cool, because if I'm playing already, I've always been pretty decent at doing like presentations for school. So I said, why can't I like collaborate the two and give it a shot? So I actually tried, a lot of people don't know this, I actually tried I think it was my first or second year of university, when I was really good at FIFA. I actually streamed with a friend of mine for a little bit, but like it was more casual, like once a week, like 2 viewers, like just playing just to test it out. I was too busy then, but it kind of just came all together now. I said, why don't I just try it? When I thought about trying it, obviously I know Adam in real life too, like his brother's a good friend of mine. So he just randomly said, I stream. Like he was in the CFM league, and he said, I stream my games twice or 3 times a week actually.
Yeah.
And he said, like I'm just starting. I think he just hit affiliate when it was the time, and he's like, oh, you can get paid doing this, and it's fun. Like you meet new friends, obviously, and during COVID, there was nothing to do. Like I couldn't go out, so I said, okay, let's try it. So booted up on just the regular old PS4. I clicked the share button. It's the easiest thing ever. You literally just press share, and have your Twitch linked, which is. Sometimes I miss the simplicity of that, but
oh, no kidding, yeah. Set it and forget
it. Just press the button, and I just had Adam, his brother, and another friend of mine for my first few streams. Just to, obviously they're showing out support and to see what it was like. It was very awkward in the beginning because just if I went to throw back my old streams, I'd cringe so much. It's just brutal. I was streaming in the basement, like it was just nasty.
Yeah. It was an unfinished basement, was it? Or
unfinished basement, and it was just around my face. Like it was just, oh god, if I see it, I'd throw up. It's brutal.
Thank God for being able to delete VODs, because it's true. Like that's when I started watching your streams.
I deleted all of them, but it was, I was more awkward. It's hard because it's now like you can kind of make conversation with the chat, and I'm used to talking to. Well, if you really think about it, you're just talking to a screen, but you always have to keep talking and keep making conversation. So that came with practice. But
Yeah.
I booted up, and then obviously people from the CFM that I was in kept streaming their games, met new people along the way, and all of a sudden I met all 32 people in the league, and then it was kind of, making connections from there. But
Yeah.
if it wasn't for COVID, I'm going to be totally honest, I would just be a YouTube watching Madden player and just playing squads with a couple of my friends.
So
That's what I
yeah.
would be.
So
So
you'd be
kind
nasty.
of, oh yeah, I'd be one of those nasty squads players. But it was, yeah. So it all kind of came together with COVID. So
Yeah.
without COVID, I mean, obviously it's been a, you know,
Hmm.
tragedy to most people, and it's unfortunate. But it
Yeah.
kind of brought something in my life that I would have never had. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of trying to take the positives away from all the negative that's going on. So
Yeah. And a lot of people
it's been pretty
probably
fun.
a lot of the people like the viewers that are in the states probably don't realize like just how locked down we were. Like
Oh yeah, it was.
we
Oh,
couldn't
it
do
was.
anything for like a good year and a
Oh
half.
my
It
god.
was
Oh yeah,
yeah.
like I think they just started opening us up like a couple months ago. Like we've been in like super lockdown. So
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
was really
like
not much to do. So meeting friends online was the only, source of my only way to communicate with others. So
yeah.
you kind of just have to roll with that, right?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Luch the this one of the second or third time that we actually met up because we were lucky enough that we live close enough together that we can now kind of get together IRL and not just on the streaming front. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we did a rooftop patio and it must have been I don't remember when it was but it was cold as
Oh, it was
hell.
freezing. It was
It was
freezing.
cold as hell. This is just when they
Yeah.
had reopened patios, but it was like still
Yes.
the winter time or like March or something.
I know.
And
We literally we froze
yeah.
ourselves. No, I don't even think I brought a jacket.
Yeah, no, you were definitely wearing like a very light
Yeah,
very
yeah.
light outfit. It was
Oh, yeah, it was brutal.
it was bad out there. So, it's nice to kind of see things opening up again and I've heard whisperings at least in Toronto because cases have been going up here that they might be kind of delaying a lot of the freedoms they're going to give us
Yeah.
back. So, I'm really hoping it
Unfortunately,
doesn't go
so.
back into that old routine that we're used to now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of brutal, but
But it's funny. A lot of the people who are in our community and people who are kind of were affiliated with that original CFM. A lot of the guys are still around, and a lot of guys got their start, during that initial CFM streaming.
yeah.
But
Oh
there was
yeah.
kind of like Madden 20 in the spring and summer. It was kind of like the cutout PS4 camera was kind of the vibe. That was kind of the look,
Oh,
the
it was.
aesthetic
I'm
with our
pretty
group.
sure a lot of people had the PS4 cam and just a dream. That's
Yeah,
a PS4
exactly.
camera and a dream, and just kind of went with it. And yeah, it was crazy. It's just think about like when we started, just
Yeah,
the original whatever 20 people that I met.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure all of them are still friends of mine to this day. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest.
exactly. And that was
Which is
my
pretty cool. It's
first.
pretty sweet.
For sure, and that was my first kind of dipping my toe into like an online community. Like I'd never had that before. I guess I'm kind of a boomer in those terms, so it is kind of cool to like now chat with these guys in Discord regularly, and be like
Yeah.
be able to just hit people up and pick their brain about stuff and not worry about who is this stranger on the internet. Like now they
Yeah,
become friends
exactly.
over
Yeah.
time.
Exactly, which is pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And so came from very humble beginnings in the basement. The
Oh yeah.
relegated to the unfinished, kind of looks like a Saw movie
Oh
set
yeah.
possibly. And now you're
Yeah,
looking
it
like
looked like a jail cell. But
yeah, and now you got autographed Ryan Shazier jerseys on the wall. You got a custom logo on the wall there. So like you've made a lot of upgrades to the setup. So
oh yeah.
what did it take to get you from that basement bunker setup to where you're at now? What
Yeah,
kind of changes have you made?
it's kind of tied into why I'm doing content for at least till the end of the year full time. Where I kind of just bought just a regular camera. I think it was like $60, the PS4 camera, and obviously I had my PlayStation, so it was a very cheap investment to start.
Yeah.
But I think that my problem with everything that I have done was I've always held myself back with, oh, what if this doesn't work? Like
Yeah.
basically just fighting myself with this. Like, what if they don't like me, or what if
Yeah.
I don't do this? And after a while, I've learned that I've had so much regret for not doing stuff. I said, why don't I just do it? Like, screw it. What's the worst thing that can happen? I can have a
Exactly.
$1,500 PC just sitting there, like whatever. Like worst case
Yeah.
scenario, I invested in a computer, and if the stream doesn't work, I have a nice computer at least. Like
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
so I just said, okay, cool. Let's just go all out. I bought like a Logitech camera. I mean, it's not crazy expensive. I had someone make my computer for me, but
Yeah.
just like a Logitech camera, a cheap ring light, a couple monitors, and over time, I've added stuff like a stream deck or stuff in the back, like a couple of jerseys,
Yeah.
a couple signs. Like I just said, why not? There's no, I'm having fun with it. It's not like it's obviously, I'm working. This is just my side gig. I said, why not just
Yeah.
put my full energy into this instead of kind of half, giving it
Absolutely.
half of my effort. So I just said, why not? Let's start upgrading small things. Eventually, I want to get a green screen, but like for my
Yeah.
space right now, I don't know if that's gonna work. But
Yeah.
eventually, I want to get stuff like a Go XLR, a new mic, green screen. But those upgrades will come maybe over time. But
Yeah. It would it.
ideally, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, it would be nice, like, with what these hot tub streamers have, where they have their little wish list that you can put up, and people will buy it for you. You know, that
Start
would be
buying it.
lovely. We should get you your Amazon wish list, a
Get a
link in your
wish list
channel.
going.
Yeah, get some of
Like,
your
oh,
big donators, big supporters of the channel, to get
big.
you an XLR and all that stuff.
There's a couple mics that are like $400 or $500. Like I'm sure if they put them up, they get bought in like seconds.
Yeah,
A couple
yeah,
of these crazy streamers, which is wild. But
yeah,
yeah, just ideally, I have a setup in my mind where I want to get to. Like, do you
yeah.
see sometimes on Twitter where somebody will post like drop your setup, and I
Oh
go through the
yeah,
comments and stuff, and there's like
yeah.
crazy rooms
I love it.
that's where I want to get to. But where
Yeah,
I'm at, like the place that I'm at now, obviously, it's not conducive to do that. But I want to
yeah.
one day just make a crazy room and just
Oh, that would be incredible.
that'd be wild.
Like I'm pretty lucky up here in that I have like my own floor. Like you've seen my man cave, and it's nothing
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
nothing crazy. Like the technology stuff. When you were here, actually, I probably didn't even have I had my old PC back then, I think. So it was like
Yeah,
not
you
even.
did, you did.
Yeah, so it's
And
gotten a little bit better, but
I
I
don't even
see
think you
like.
had your soundproof stuff.
No, I didn't. It was very like
Yeah.
bare bones, and I don't know how much the soundproofing actually does, to be honest. It's more like the fact that it's purple and black. It kind of like goes a little bit with the
Yeah,
aesthetic of
that
the
is pretty
stream.
cool. Yeah, yeah,
But
that is true.
yeah, but I remember my stream setup right now, and I know this on good sources. I posted it on W's thing where he said drop your stream setup, and I posted mine. And he said it was a 6, 6 out of
You know
10,
what?
and
From
I
W,
was.
that's not bad.
Yeah, he didn't like my mouse placement. He said my mouse was way too far away from the keyboard. That's what he said. He was grilling me. Yeah. And then he saw that I had a Keurig and he said 6.5. So, I'm at a
Okay, not
6.5
bad.
right now. I want to get to a
That's
10
not
though.
bad. Right now, I need to upgrade my desk. Like, right now, I'm actually using the plastic foldable desks
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because we had uh, I don't remember what happened, but there was a flood. Like the basement flooded,
Yeah.
and for some reason, I don't know what happened. That my table was heavy, but it tipped over and it cracked like right down the middle. So
Holy.
I lost the
What
table.
are the odds?
Thank God my stuff was on so I had like a side table where I put
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my PC on and stuff, and then I had my main setup. If that
Yeah.
broke, I would have just lost everything, and then I probably would have just retired. Like just put
Which could you imagine? Like it sucks because if a freak accident like that were to happen, your
Oh, I
community
know.
would be in shambles. Like it would be.
Yeah, it would. I would have
Yeah.
lost my computer. I would have lost my PC. I would have lost everything. So thank God it was on a separate table. So right now I'm on like this plastic desk, but
Yeah.
if I posted it, I would get like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
But
But
we make it work. I'll get it eventually, but one
yeah,
day.
but the overlays are looking crisp though, and like the quality of the stream looks really really good. Like it's funny to look back on, having zero overlays, having to have like a
Oh, yeah,
laptop
yeah.
up for music, like all the stuff we did at the beginning. It's like
Oh yeah.
it helps you put into perspective. Like sometimes I'm like every time I look at a VOD from like a few months ago or like an old YouTube clip, and I look at my old overlays, I'm like, oh my god, those are hideous. Like what was I
it's
doing with those?
I know.
You know?
But the good thing is I'm my biggest like critic in the
Yeah,
sense that I can look at my streams back and be like, okay, that looks really bad.
yeah,
And I've tried to surround myself with people that'll say, okay, like instead of have a lot of people hyping you up and say, oh, it looks good. Like
yeah,
I actually have like a lot of my good friends in my life are actually my biggest critics, which I love because
yeah,
they'll say, your thing is kind of ugly or this overlay kind of,
yeah,
kind of sucks or the jerseys don't look great or whatever the case may
yeah,
be. So like, that's why I, try to surround myself with people that
yeah.
will make me improve my stream quality because,
Hundred
at the
percent.
end of the day, that's the goal, right?
Oh, exactly. And honestly, like it's yeah, it's one thing to like kind of toot each other's horn, and but you're not going to have that growth, and you're not going to
Yeah,
have the you're not going to push yourself to get better. And I think that's one thing, like with you making the switch to a PC and putting money into a setup and whatnot. You know, whether it results in like, you know, more income coming in the stream or whatever, it's that we care about the streaming so much that we want to do a better job of it.
exactly. Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if not for like other people, like for yourself to say, I put out this product and I'm proud of it, and you know, I can tell that you're kind of putting in time because you care about how good every stream is, and
Oh
every
yeah,
YouTube and
for sure.
TikTok you make is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually started doing something, I wouldn't say recently. I think as soon as I was going full time, I feel like even planning my streams,
Yeah.
a lot of the time I was just kind of figuring it out as like kind of, roll
Yeah.
with the punches and see what happens, start off with this and just kind of make my way in this.
Yeah.
I actually made a list now of like, let's just say I stream for 4 hours or whatever,
Yeah.
what that 4 hours is going to look like. Or if I'm going to
Yeah.
stream for 6 hours, like a, an actual game plan of when I press go live to when I'm done, like
Yeah.
what. So like I've trained myself at the start of the stream. I say, okay, this is what's going on today, this, and this. So like you can kind of keep
Yeah.
track where I'm at for the game,
I
the
like
day.
that.
And
Yeah.
it feels pretty good because I feel like I have a plan for the day. I just feel like it's becoming a routine, and this is what I'm going to be doing, and that's what the audience can expect. So if they like something, like recently, channel point predictions
Yeah.
have been a lot of fun. So I'll say I'm going to do this, and then we're going to do channel point predictions afterwards. People are inclined to
Yeah.
stay for that part because they don't know it's if beforehand I wasn't telling them and I was doing it the
Yeah.
last 20 minutes of the stream and they would miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. No,
So I've been
it's
trying to plan a little bit more.
it's good. That's honestly like as a teacher, that's like kind of what I do on my day to day with the job is you got to have a strict regimented like what's going to happen, because the days for me, if I go in without a game plan, those are the days that are the longest ones, because you're like
Yeah.
you're
Oh, yeah.
scrambling on the seat, you know, flying by the seat of your pants, and it's like
Oh, of course.
it's stressful if you don't have that game plan. But I got to steal that. I think breaking down a stream and having like, you know, or even on a weekly level, like saying, you know, wild cards are coming out on this day. You know, weekend league is going to be on these days. Like being able
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of break it up so that people know what to expect is huge, because consistency is one of the things that people look for the most.
Oh, yeah, a ton. I actually have it right here. Like I have I don't even know if you can see it, but
Oh, I
have
love
this,
that.
like, yeah, it's like a little like what I'm doing for the day kind of thing, and like
Let's go.
I kind of just keep it aside so I know like what I'm doing. So
We
I
just
always
had
have it
our
with me, and when I
yeah.
think of something new, I just write it down.
Nice. That's our look at this graph moment of the day, guys. We got to see we got to see. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna screen cap that and get a look at this graph meme made.
What is this guy doing?
Oh my god, so good. But yeah, honestly, I am gonna steal that, Luch, because for me, like, I'm a very like regimented, structured person, you know,
Oh, me
and
too. Yeah, yeah.
that's definitely like for some people they can go on fly by the seat of their pants, do a 36-hour stream and not
Oh,
think
yeah.
twice about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm not
me.
that person, and I don't know if you're that person either. But yesterday,
Oh, not even close. Yeah.
when you went 6.6.5 hours last night, was that going to the schedule, or did you go beyond yesterday a
But
little
you
bit
know
and
what?
stretch it out?
I was planned on doing 5, and just each segment that I wanted to do the stream took an extra, 20 minutes each, and then it ended up being whatever 6.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a little longer than I anticipated, but kind of everything that I had planned, I got done in that stream. So that's kind
Yeah.
of what I try to do. So then I planned for a week, like if I wanted to do a stream, like collaborate with someone else or, do something I haven't planned. Like I have stuff planned like next week
Yeah.
that I want to take care of. So like at least it keeps me on track, keeps me in a routine.
100%. And speaking of yesterday too, you were doing some more collaboration. You were part of a streamers tournament hosted by
Yeah.
Silent Ninja, and I think Go Geezy and the Animal were helping commentate that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So how did that go so far? That's still ongoing. We're waiting for.
It's still ongoing. We're waiting for one more game, and then I'm in the finals. I would be playing either Adam or Ascended Storm. So
Nice.
if it's me and Adam, I think over the last 3 years we play exactly the same. So it's either going to be 48 to 49 or
Yeah.
0-0 or maybe like
Yeah.
3-0. And then me and Storm have played a ton of times. I think back in the day, like
Yeah.
a couple actually last year or 2 years ago, we played a ton. So I haven't played him in a while. So that would be fun too.
Absolutely, yeah.
That'd be
Storm's a
pretty
good
fun.
player too. He's been going hard
Yeah,
on
he's
the,
a great player.
the
Yeah, he's a
MCS
great
side
player.
of things. Yeah,
I think beating me every time, and I think I got the best of him once, and I was like, okay, now I'm the best.
Yeah, I actually told him some of Goat Geezy's bunch plays early in the year, and he, but like he doesn't just, what I like about Storm too is he's really like he understands the game. Like he definitely will take something and then make it his own.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
I gave him a
exactly.
couple
It's unique.
glitches. Yeah, I gave him a few glitches, and then within an hour he had a whole bunch of plays with like bunch on the short side. And I was like, what the hell's
Oh
going on
yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah.
So
He's
you.
good. He's very good.
Yeah, and Adam
Very,
is
very good.
super underrated as a player. People think of him as a menu streamer, but like
Yeah, no, not bad
I've
at
gotten
all.
my ass kicked by Adam many times, and he's put
Yeah,
me
no,
on
he's
highlight
not bad at
tapes.
all. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's not bad at all. I'm telling you. If we ended up playing, it'll be a high scoring or like
yeah,
3-0 with a field goal.
yeah. Definitely evenly matched, and that goes back to I guess your squads days.
Oh
Was Adam one of
yeah.
the guys that you played squads
Yeah,
with, like when
yeah.
you first started out?
Adam, and his younger brother, we played like squad Super Bowls, like and like 25 in a row. Like, oh yeah,
Oh man,
we were really good actually at squad. But you know what?
yeah,
Squads is a different beast. If you bring what you want in squads to head, it's different.
yeah,
It's almost like a picture squads as like a Ragusa style offense.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
a lot of QB blasts with fullback like crazy fullback plays, a lot of pistol.
yeah,
Like it's pretty
yeah,
wild, but I actually enjoy that a lot. But
yeah.
for me, I'd have to have a couple people to play squads with. So
Yeah. Well, it's nasty too because
oh
with
yeah,
the
it's
chemistry
fun.
stacking, you get guys at like 98 speed
Oh
like
yeah,
early
yeah.
in the year.
Oh
I
yeah.
know Reggie Bush early in the year was crazy. Cam Chancellor was crazy early in the year. Like it's a totally different game, and it's
Oh yeah.
yeah,
You all have 50 out of 50 on the same team. Everybody's like 98 speed plus, so it's a different beast.
yeah, for sure. And you guys, who knows? Like Adam might be able to throw out this whole menu streaming thing and focus on just grinding coins and seasons. That's a great way. That's the way a lot of the
Oh
guys
man,
grind coins. You get three
a
good
lot of the good
players.
players.
Yeah,
Oh, geez, it's a lot. Head to head is actually very good to make coins if you're good.
yeah, for
If you're
sure.
like decent, it's a little bit tough. But if you're winning Legend Super Bowls, like it's a lot of coins,
Yeah.
a lot of coins. But I'm not there yet. I will
Yeah.
one day maybe. But
Yeah, yeah, we'll get there eventually. You're closer than I am. I probably have
I
similar
don't know.
goals.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
no, no,
You
definitely.
crushed me this year. This year I can't. You have my number. I can't beat you this year.
Well,
Maybe
then
next
once
year.
we're both on current gen, then it's gonna be a whole different story. 100%.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Then
but
maybe.
what are some of the so you've I know you're like a very social person within the community. Like you're always trying to kind of work with other people and come up with like ways to make the stream exciting, like break out of the normal, like just sitting there playing 6 weekend league games, then getting off stream.
Yeah.
You're always trying to
Yeah.
be creative.
Yeah.
So I know Luch's Loot is one of the things that you've done that's been a lot of fun. You've done
Yeah.
and then you've done a whole bunch of stuff with other streamers. What are some of your
Yeah.
favorite collaborations that you've been able to do so far on Twitch?
Yeah. Sure. So I'll probably end up revealing something now, anyways. But
Uh-oh.
my favorite ones in the past, like I love the IRL stuff. To be honest, like
Yeah.
that gets me excited. Like we did one. Me and
Yeah.
Splash did one, like a Halloween one. That was fun.
That was a blast.
Really, I think it's me, you, Adam, Splash, and I don't know if anyone else is really close to us, but those are
Yeah.
probably the four that I know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Um, IRL stuff is fun. Lucha's
Yeah.
Loot is something that I've never seen before, but
Yeah.
I kind of was just, I mean, it's probably been done somewhere that I'm
Yeah.
not like some super creative original dude, but it probably is done somewhere. But I wanted to make a spin on making Madden more fun because the regular head to head, like that's why I do Lucha's Loot on like a Tuesday or Wednesday where it's kind of slow. Probably Wednesdays is what I used to do them. Wednesdays, like content days, are maybe a little bit slower. The day before weekend league, it's kind of like dragging. So I
Yeah.
feel like it would be, Lucha's Loot was there. Also, I have a couple collaborations that I want to do going forward, like a squad. Like I know Dally Gonzo's the squads guy, and we're setting stuff up with obviously me, you, and Dally to do like a
Yeah.
squads
I'm
Lucha's Loot
excited.
version. So at least we can, explore the squads community.
Yeah.
I've
Which is
done Lucha's Loot where I've given away money and I've done charity stuff. So
Yeah.
like that's something cool. But
Yeah.
also I sent out a couple messages about doing like a bundle battles actually.
That would be dope. Yeah.
I haven't. That's not confirmed yet, but
Yeah.
I hope that's confirmed like this upcoming week.
Yeah.
Because
You got
bundle battles is fun too. It's just opening packs, seeing who gets the better pack. put a wager on the line. Like it's always a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, and
So
that's
yeah, I
I
have
think playing I think playing squads would be like I haven't played any squads. Like you've had a little bit of experience from back in the day. I think like plugging into a community like Dally Gonzo's where it's all squads, like literally 99%
yeah
of the people watch squads there. They don't want to
yeah
watch head to head. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to kind of
yeah. It's definitely cool.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then also in terms of like what I did with K Harry and Goat, like
Yeah.
kind of like coaching me for a little bit, using those plays to beat like the big boss kind of thing. I know W has done something similar with like ScoMo,
Yeah.
like coaching somebody, but I don't know if he played. I think he just played weekend league with it. I don't know if he like
Yeah.
played somebody else, but I also had a series in mind where against people on PS5 to play them in a best of three
That would be
and
dope.
do a punishment for the loser at the end. So I'm in the midst of doing that too. I want to get a PS5 CFM going. So I have a lot of stuff in
Yeah.
the pipeline, which is in the last like 10 days. Honestly, I just kind of
Yeah.
puts like I've been streaming a lot, which is great, but I wanted to just focus on the quality of the stream instead of just booting up, like have
Yeah.
stuff planned like 2 or 3 days a week of something like cool. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have podcasts and I don't want to step on toes either, but
Yeah.
like like stuff like that to make a
Yeah.
stream exciting. Like right now, like just to watch like I enjoy your podcast before Madden because it's like, get
I
to know more
appreciate that.
people, and then you just get to, play some Madden after. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, definitely, and
But
it's one of those things where like when I started kind of doing the podcast, it's something I always kind of wanted to do because I feel like having a conversation is something I can do a pretty decent job of. But
yeah.
now it's to the
Oh,
point
yeah.
where I look forward to doing the podcast more than I'm looking forward to playing Madden at this point. Like I still love playing Madden, but like. This week I started out like 3-3 or 3-4 in weekend league. I'm like, I'm not
Oh,
playing all
yeah,
25
yeah.
games. So like,
Yeah,
thank God I
that's
have
me
this
too.
podcast today, because or else I'd be playing meaningless games on a Saturday night. So, not to say that I'm not going to play later. I'll probably hop on and play a little bit of weekend league after this. But
Oh
like,
yeah, we're still hooked, but yeah,
yeah,
I know what you mean. Just kind
and
of take a little break, right?
yeah, and I like the planning that goes into these things too. Like it can be a lot. Like especially when you're working full time, which you were doing for a long time
Oh,
until just
jeez.
like a week ago. Like it kind of consumes. We kind of get a little bit
Oh
obsessed
man.
about it if you take it seriously. Always
Yeah.
making lists on your phone, always checking DMs and sending out feelers
Yeah.
and keeping tabs
Oh
on
yeah.
who you need to check in with. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot. I think I was working a lot of hours. Like I don't know what the average in the industry is anywhere else. I know my full time in like finance is like 37 hours a week. Full time what I
Yeah,
was doing previous was 44 hours was like the minimum.
yeah,
So I was working like 6:30 to like 5:30.
yeah,
Whereas like the hours I worked wasn't home. Like, and then, well, obviously like waking up, doing your routine. Then by
oh
the time you
yeah,
get home making dinner, it's kind of
yeah,
like 7 o'clock, and then
yeah,
I wasn't drained, but
yeah,
definitely if I have to stream at 8, then I have to like prepare myself for stream. But
yeah,
I was
yeah,
only streaming whatever 4 days a week or
yeah,
3.5, whatever, 3 to 4 times a week. But um, I missed watching streams. Like I found that I wasn't watching streams as much, and when I don't watch,
yeah.
I don't improve because you're kind of just stale. Like
Yeah, 100%.
you're used to the everyday grind, and you kind of just go into a stream just to
Yeah,
stream. And I missed the part where like made me who I was today, like meeting new people
yeah,
and learning off other people. I think that's important in streaming. I'm not saying I wouldn't advise anybody to jump in full time. Like it
yeah,
kind of just worked out with my situation till the end of the year.
yeah,
But I miss like for example, today, I didn't stream today because I just needed a break, but I watched streams all day. And it was
yeah,
kind of fun because it brought me back to like before I started, I met all new people, and it was kind of like you're just,
yeah.
creating better relationships. So that's my favorite
Exactly.
part about this, honestly.
For sure. Like it
But
was refreshing. Like it was exciting when we both started out. Like for me, it was hanging out in like J Dub's community and then
yeah,
making my way
oh
over to
yeah,
Fendler's community, and then
yeah, oh
you're
yeah.
typing in chats, talking to people, and eventually the opportunity to be in a CFM came up. Like that stuff came up organically. It's not something that was forced or something
Oh,
that
not at all. Yeah, it
and
was.
that's something we don't get anymore because now we're the ones doing the streaming. So like
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
creating
Yeah,
the opportunities. So like
yeah.
something like the CFM that you're thinking of running. I just finished my CFM last night, the first season of it,
Yeah.
and of the 32 people in the league, I'd say probably 15 of them are people that I never really knew from streaming before.
Exactly.
And those are some of the people that are in my chat the most now, like people that I
Yeah.
talk to regularly. So it's a
Yeah.
cool way to kind of bring people together.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to kind of do something like that. Maybe not exactly that, but I'm still, still thinking of some things to bring
Yeah.
more people together and, meeting new people.
Yeah.
Even just like playing, for example, like Warzone or
Yeah.
with people in chat and stuff, like new viewers. I play a
Yeah.
lot with people that haven't been watching me for so long, but
Yeah.
I've gotten closer to over the last like month or two. So I mean, it's been fun. Like I said, being full time helps because that 44 hours a week that I was doing at a minimum, it can be my energy can be put to this.
Yeah.
So
You,
that's a relief too, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
for sure. And there's guys like, Gut Fox, where he is the show. Like it's about Gut
Oh
Fox
yeah,
on there, and everybody is a loyal member of his community, like
yeah, oh
regardless of
yeah,
how much he interacts with each person individually. But then even guys like W, like you'll see him playing Apex early in the morning. He's got guys like King
yeah,
Ward, like guys on there that have been in this community
yeah.
for a long time, and just like it does kind of get that buy-in from the community, and I think
Oh
it's cool.
yeah.
Like I love seeing guys hop on there with their friends and play. Like
Love
I
it.
think
I love it.
it's such a cool thing.
I'm
And
gonna
something
be
that I never.
honest. Sorry, go ahead. Finish that thought.
No,
Sorry.
no. I was just gonna say that's something that I never. I used to hate playing online in Madden, but until I met people and actually
Yeah.
kind of got to know some of the names. Like I used to suck at Madden, so when I played online, I was like 500, and I was chewing clock to try and win games back in the day. Whereas now it's
The
like
nasty days.
I know names now in the community. It's really cool to like kind of be like, oh man, I probably know like at least 30% of the guys that I play against. I've seen them in Twitch chat somewhere.
Yeah, a lot of the streamers that are the biggest streamers actually play with their friends.
Yeah,
Like if you're talking about like the Nick Mercs, like the Tim the Tatman, like the big streamers, like they're playing with their friends, they're having a great time, and that's their job, which is honestly the
yeah,
coolest thing ever. Obviously, there's a lot of work behind the scenes to make it happen, but
yeah,
and a lot of time they've put into it. But ideally, like the end goal, like if you played a variety of games and you had a community that backed you the whole time, like
yeah,
that's the funnest thing. Because Madden is Madden. There's good Madden days, there's bad Madden days.
yeah,
I would say 8 out of 10 days I do enjoy it because I put myself in a position to enjoy it.
yeah,
Like
for sure.
a new card that comes out, I'll give him like 5 abilities and just do some wild stuff to like make
Yeah.
it exciting. But I know there's some people that like it like maybe 2 out of 10 days. And then obviously if you're streaming this forever and you don't like it, it becomes unenjoyable. But
Yeah,
I want to
definitely.
get to a point where, build yourself a community and then play whatever you want later, eventually. But
Yeah,
you got to grow a brand a little bit, but which I
absolutely.
understand.
And then that's kind of something because I know just like perusing Twitter, I saw that Fendler put out a message this week talking about
Yes.
the direction of his stream, and I was
Yeah.
reading through that and talking about how he always wanted to have Madden as a home base, but then is now looking to kind of get more into the variety
Exactly,
streamer
yeah.
role.
Exactly.
Is that kind of the ultimate goal for you too, Luch? Like where
I
you'd like to kind of expand outside of the Madden borders a little bit?
I feel like it would be a lot of people's goal in a sense that imagine just playing the same game. So I
Yeah,
was like big into NHL and FIFA, but
yeah,
there's been a couple years where the game has been rough,
yeah,
and to stream it and to grind through it for 12 months is sometimes it's just not easy.
yeah,
Um, so expanding and doing a variety stream, I feel like would be the end goal because it's just basically when you're tired of something, you can bring that energy into something that you love and just,
yeah,
for example, I love NHL, like love the game.
yeah,
There's a lot of flaws in it, so that's kind of why I stepped back a little bit. But if I was able to, play this, I'm a big sports guy, so Madden, NHL, MLB,
yeah,
FIFA, whatever kind of thing. Like
yeah,
ideally, because they're out at different times, so
yeah,
when Madden's like near the end, MLB comes out, so like that's
yeah.
always fun. So you always will have something fresh. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So ideally that would be nice, but right now I'm loving Madden enough that I don't think that I
Yeah,
need to do other things. Once a
yeah,
week or 2 times a week I play another game just for fun. But
yeah,
um,
definitely.
ideally that would be the end goal. I would say like a
Yeah.
variety of whatever, playing whatever with friends. That's ideal.
100%, and it's probably better for overall mental health too. Because honestly, when you
100%,
when you
yeah.
play one game 100% of the time, it becomes a second job. For me personally, like it's like, getting your daily coin packs, getting your weekly stuff done, all that. Like it does take up a lot of time, and I can't think of the last
Yeah.
time that I've even loaded into another game.
Oh,
For
really?
me, I'd love to play like something like Grand Theft Auto when it comes out, and just like for a
Yeah, see
longer
that?
stream,
Yeah.
just like drive around, crash cars, like
Yeah,
explore a
that's
little
fun.
bit. That's
That's
something that I
fun.
wouldn't mind doing. So I'm sure we'll both get there at one point. For now, like
Yeah.
Madden's a great
For
community.
now, yeah, we
Yeah,
grind. We grind here for now.
exactly. We got to hold it down. I mean, because realistically, the Madden directory's been a little bit quiet this year. It's been for the last couple of years, it's been a little bit quiet, I'd say. So to have a home base that these people can kind of know that we're going to be doing it regularly. I think
Yeah.
we're providing a public service right now, Luch. We're
Also, something that I kind of just thought about is that other games like NHL and FIFA, the thing is, I value for myself like interaction. I think for me, that's the most important, like talking to people in chat. But for example, FIFA, there's no whistle, like there's no downtime. There's
yeah,
45-minute half, a 2 second break, and then a 45-minute half. Like, there's not really enough time to look at my chat and then come
yeah,
back. And then, like, that's why a lot of these big guys that are playing COD, like, how can I stop paying attention to read
yeah,
chat for like a minute? So I
yeah,
value interaction highly. So Madden is great because in between every single play, there's a break, even if it's like
exactly.
6 to 8 to 10 seconds that I can
Yeah,
catch up with the chat and say, okay, hi, what's up, whatever, instead of reading 10 messages at the end and maybe
yeah,
5 minutes later that person's gone.
yeah. That's a
You
really
know
good
what I mean?
point.
So that
Yeah,
that's great. It's great as a streamer advantage, like to keep the interaction because there's
yeah,
always a break in it, and it's
for sure.
that's something that I thought about because I used to stream FIFA and yeah, I would look at chat at halftime and at the end of the game, and then it's kind
Oh
of like,
yeah,
oh shoot, I think I missed you, but
yeah.
that's something
Thanks for
that.
coming through with the follow 45 minutes ago. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Like, oh yeah, thanks for the sub. Meanwhile, this guy's already in his car driving to
yeah.
McDonald's to get a Big Mac, and he's long
Oh, I
gone.
love it.
He's not listening,
Yeah.
right?
That's hilarious. And one thing I wanted to talk about now. So, we talked about a lot of the collaborations you do, and kind of this opportunity to go full time now.
Yeah.
Was that something that you've like? When did you start thinking that full time streaming would be something that you'd want to try out? Because it is a big, I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't want to say gamble, but it's a big thing to be able to
Oh, it
set aside
is.
time and do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It is what it is. It is, but I think everything in my life kind of they kind of just worked out. It just I don't know how to explain it very
mm-hmm.
well, but it kind of all the pieces fell together right now that I was
Yeah,
able to do it. So I was always, like I said, in between, like, uh, I was always switching job to job to job, and my goal in life, like, this kind of
yeah,
relates to why I'm going full time now.
yeah,
Every time, my goal in life when I was younger was to travel as many places I can because that's what I love to do. And then when it's time to settle down, you settle down. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
worked very, very hard throughout my whole life, working a ton, always since I was, grade 7, grade 8, like just always
yeah,
working to save to go away because I value for me memories and experiences over like gifts. So if you bought me like $1,000, I don't know, watch or
yeah,
whatever case, I don't value that as much. I valued like experiences. Like if you
yeah,
bought me $100 Leafs ticket and they
yeah,
won the game and we had like for me that's priceless.
yeah,
So I it kind of all worked together because after COVID was when I wanted to. I really put my foot down and I said, let me travel. Let me do it now before it's I regret it later, like I've done with stuff in the past. Like let's travel. And I thought like while I travel, why can't I stream? Like what's
yeah,
the there's really nothing holding me back. I just have maybe my background might not be the prettiest.
yeah,
But I streamed in a basement dungeon basically for like 4 months, and
yeah,
there was a couple people watching. So I mean, I'll take it. I've always loved making YouTube stuff
yeah,
because I like making short clips on TikTok, like that kind of stuff. I enjoy. So I said, while I'm away, why don't I just kind of do all this stuff all at once? So for the rest of this year, I mean, I'm gonna be leaving soon, going away, and gonna just pick up my stuff. It's a couple there. I just have a couple boxes where I put my stuff in,
yeah.
make sure it's
Hmm.
strapped together, and just get in the car, drive, find a place that I can stream, and just stream just until
Beautiful.
then next year I kind of just see where I'm at, and if it's working, it's working. If it's not, then
Yeah.
it's not. I don't. If it works, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I'll do everything to make it work. But if it doesn't work, worst case scenario, go back to the old schedule. Like,
Yeah.
job will be there, and just kind of. I don't want to have regret that I didn't do this later down the road.
100%. It's like it's a once in a lifetime experience, kind of, to be able to do that. And I'm lucky enough that I get, if I want, I can get 2 months off in the summer teaching, and
awesome,
and I really, last year I was kind of like, mental health was all over the place. I couldn't, I still streamed pretty much every day of the summer. Honestly, I streamed almost every single day, but like, regular length streams. I never gave it the full, treat it like a full-time job for 2 months, because I was burnt out after last year doing virtual school.
That's exhausting.
Yeah, but it is something where most people they can't even dream of doing that. I just talked to Kay Harry on the podcast on Wednesday night, and he's one of the guys who said, he's a really good player, really good content creator as well.
Yeah,
for him, he never intends to go full time. For him, it's he always wants to have that 9 to 5 and have this as the second thing on the side. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but it's
absolutely not. No, this kind of just came together. I had zero intentions of doing this full time. It kind of just was a good hobby for me, but things just kind of fell together, and I said, why not?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like I said, it wasn't obviously it's a great job, but I had there was nothing in sight in the next few years that made me say I'm going to do it full time. It kind of life kind of just fell together, and I said, okay, let's give this a go. And
I think I lost the audio here. Give me 1 second, Luch. Sorry. Can you check? Can you hear Luch still, or is it my AirPods?
Check. You're good.
Oh, you're good now. You're good now. I can hear you. Sorry. What was that last little 2 seconds you were saying?
No, I was. Geez, my memory's not great.
You know what? I'm gonna rewatch the VOD and I'll hear your gem.
Okay,
Kat says they could hear you the whole time. For me, the AirPods must have just cut out for a second.
Yeah. My memory's not the best, so don't quiz me. If we're gonna get a quiz today, I'm gonna fail.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm a teacher, but I teach kindergarten. We don't even do quizzes.
Okay,
we have no marks, so it's all good.
Okay, good.
No. Like I was gonna say, like, it sounds like it kind of, an opportunity kind of fell into your lap, and that's kind of how, I think a lot of us started streaming. It was something like I don't even. Like you said, you had gotten your feet wet in FIFA before too, so the itch was obviously there before. Like for me, I never, once I started watching Twitch streams, I never at all thought that I would ever want to do that. I was like, it's nice to have on in the background while I play Madden. That's it.
Yeah,
I never had an itch to do it, but
yeah,
sometimes it makes so much sense, like where you're at in your life. It makes sense. Why not go for it? So I think it's going to be a really exciting year for you. I'm really excited to see what you're able to do with it, and I think regardless of whether it becomes a full-time thing or not, I think you're going to have a lot of growth in your channel and put out a lot of really cool content over the next little bit. So I'm excited.
Listen, that's the goal short term. That's the short-term goal, and then we'll see. Like I said, in the new year, in January, we'll see where I'm at, and then we'll just, like I said, I'm just kind of playing. I'm just kind of living life on the fly right now until the end of the year.
Yeah.
And having fun making like YouTube stuff and TikTok clips and streaming and collaborating with people, and and we'll see where we're at, right?
Yeah, and where is it that you're traveling to for the people in the chat who might not know? So where are you going to be? What's your home base going to be?
This is going to depress me for 1 second, but
my
home base was supposed to be the UK. I had a plane ticket booked on October 28th. I literally, when refunding it, I almost shed a tear. But the reason why it happened was, I had my place booked and everything. I reached out to like our guy Nogs, Boxy, Night Sky, like they all knew before everybody because I was telling them like I'm gonna be there. But I had to cancel because the COVID numbers in England are like through the roof, like the Delta variant, whatever, through the roof, and a lot of the like travel insurance stuff wasn't covered because I have like a pre-existing condition, like I have asthma.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So basically, just to summarize it up, if I was there and something would happen, knock on wood, then I wouldn't be covered and I would be out a lot. So in air of caution, we're gonna wait until the new year to go to the UK.
Yeah.
So in the short term, we're just going out East Canada, like we're in Nova Scotia. Like that's why I plan on reaching out with Deekster and doing something there.
Yes.
because that will be a lot of fun because he is a great Twitch streamer. Like he's so
Yeah.
entertaining. So that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to be going out East Canada until before Christmas. I should be leaving soon. We had to pause things a little bit because life gets in the way,
Of
but
course. Yeah.
we'll be going there for a little bit, and then when I come back, if all the stuff is good in the UK, like after Christmas, I'd be going to
Yeah.
the UK. But
That's
the
awesome.
intention was I had a one-way ticket booked to the UK on
Yeah.
October 28th, and when I was coming back, my parents were like, "When are you coming back?" I said, "You know what? I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, we found a couple of good places where there was cheap rent and great internet to do my stuff, and it was like near the city.
Yeah.
So I said, I might not come back. I think you have to be back like
Yeah.
in 6 months or something
Oh,
for like
unless you
our
get like a work
healthcare.
visa or something like
Yeah,
that or
so I
whatever.
said I
Yeah.
was gonna stretch that for like 5 months and
Yeah.
25 days and then kind of
Yeah.
come back, but
Oh man.
like
You.
that dream might be for another time
Yeah.
because whatever. I wouldn't shut the door yet, but
Yeah.
ideally there is a place that
Yeah.
I went to Ireland, Scotland, England. Like Ireland and Scotland are my places. Like if I lived there for the rest of
Yeah.
my life, like I'd be happy. Like those
Yeah.
are my kind of people, my kind of vibes, my kind of energy. Like is
Yeah.
matches a lot with them.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
ideally that would be cool, but we'll see. I hope,
Well,
but
if you end up in Ireland, my mom's cousins all live there. I've got family all
there we
over
go.
Ireland. So
We got
any corner of
connections.
any corner of Ireland, I could probably find you somewhere to stay for a night.
Okay.
So just let me know. England's a place where I did a trip a couple years before COVID. We went. We kind of touched down in England, spent a couple days there, went to Berlin, and then went to Croatia, and then came back to
That's
London.
cool.
We actually
That's
left
cool.
Croatia a day early because I love London so much. I was like, honestly, I could see myself living in that city. It's
Love it, yeah.
so much
UK?
history. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's weird because in Canada, like everything's fairly new here. Even like the oldest cities we have, it's only a
Yeah.
couple of 100 years old. Whereas there, it's like
Yeah.
you go into a pub and it's 500
yeah.
years old, and
Oh,
there's
yeah,
so much
yeah, yeah.
history.
Yeah, the thing that made me that I fell in love with the UK day one, like when you're jet lagged, you're tired, you're just
Yeah.
day one of traveling, it's always the worst experience because it's
Oh yeah.
you're on a plane for so long, you're waiting in line for so long,
Yeah.
and we got there at night, and we said instead of we put our bags down, we said we'll go to like this pub called Temple
Yeah.
Bar, which is like very very popular there. It's like one
Yeah.
of the most popular ones, and we went there. I was just randomly like people started chatting with us. I guess they can tell we were tourists because we had
Yeah.
no idea where we were or what was going on, and a couple people came up to me and said, "Let me make this." Like it always stuck in my head, and the first thing they said was, "Let me make tonight like an unforgettable experience and show you how like we do it here." So I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. What the hell could they do all night? I'm a stranger buying me drinks all night, like doing karaoke and stuff. Like
That's incredible.
there's a live band. They were super generous. They offered like when we stayed in between like England and Scotland or whatever. They're like, "Oh, if you want to come here and grab breakfast in between." Like I literally just met these people
Yeah.
and they were very warm. So I know I'm like
Yeah.
very warm person. Like I'm
Yeah.
very easy to open up to and easy
Yeah.
to talk to. So they like it just that became like my gold standard. I'm like, if this was like my life, like I could live like this. Like these guys
Yeah.
are pretty awesome. So
For
that's
sure.
why I want that to be my home one day. But
You
we'll see.
you just got to buy yourself a navy blue suit because when I was in London, everybody wears a navy suit. I guess they got a big financial district there, and like
They do, yeah,
I just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
every single guy like age like 25 to 35 was in a navy suit, and they all look sharp. I was like, man,
You know what? I
Yeah.
have one.
there you
I
go,
have a
beauty,
navy suit. We're good.
perfect. You can
I can
fit in,
move
you can
there.
blend in.
I'm allowed.
Yeah, and then you just got to practice your Austin Powers accent. You'll be good to go. Yeah, when I was there, we had, we kind of went around. Basically, the way I saw London was going from pub to pub. I was looking up all the historic pubs, like ye old Cheshire Cheese, where Charles Dickens used to go write his books. It's like built
that's
on top of
cool.
a monastery.
That is cool.
Like
That is
like
cool.
just going from pub to pub, like ones where all the actors from the Shakespeare's Globe Theater would go to after they were performing, like hundreds of years ago. And it was so cool, but. We had a connection there. One of my wife's cousins, his best friend and the MC at his wedding. We had been at the wedding, and he lives in London, and he worked at a place called the Powerhouse, which is a big old converted power plant, and it's a record company now. So it's like It's
That's
this really
pretty sweet.
cool, yeah, like Queen recorded albums there, and apparently like
See,
30,
that's cool.
yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
30% of like the top 40 music in the world comes out of that studio. So we got to walk around. We got to go.
Wow.
They were telling us the day that we were there. They're like, Beyonce's recording an album right now here. He's
No
like, I
way.
don't know if she's in the building right now. He took us down to the studio. He's like, oh, okay, she's not in the building right now. But I was like, I thought I was gonna see Beyonce for a second.
Dude, that would be
And
crazy.
yeah,
I
and he
might
just
cry.
walked
I
us
might
around. I
cry.
was like dying. I was like, this is so cool. And then he got us
Yeah, see,
tickets to
that's
see
cool.
like a show, like a bunch of up and coming artists. Like it was just in a small London club. We got to go to a show there and get on a little VIP list. I was like, man, it's those experiences where you just kind of get people that are
Yeah.
super friendly to go out of their way. That's the
See,
stuff
that's
that kind of
cool.
makes the memories.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. That's all the memories I make is from, the experiences that I have there with people, and
yeah.
it's different. It's a different beast. I love it there.
Yeah, 100%, man. So hopefully, in the new year we get to check in with you. We could do something else. We could really kind of, check in and see how life out there is going. See if your accent has changed. Maybe,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe long enough.
Yeah. I mean, a couple months in. I swear, I went to when I was 13. I went to Ireland for 2 weeks because I have family out there, and
Okay,
that's
sweet. So,
kind of my
like,
background.
with your family or with
With
friends?
my family, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Well,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
I was so young, I didn't appreciate it back then. I was a bratty kid. I just wanted to play probably like PS1 with my cousin when I was out there. Like I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to see these museums and stuff. I just want to play video games. But I swear, my mom was putting on an Irish accent within a week. I was like, Mom, this is so embarrassing. You're not Irish. Like you got to stop trying to mimic their accent. So hopefully you don't turn into one of those guys. Sounded like Craigie
Maybe.
after a couple days over there.
But you know what? We would be the place that I was going to. I was less than an hour away from both of them.
That's
Actually,
dope. That's amazing.
yeah, so that would have been cool. But
For someone who loves the IRL component
oh
of
yeah,
that would be so
oh
cool to
yeah,
see you and Craigie sit down and do something
yeah,
together.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
And Nogs and the
And Nogs,
Boxy
yeah.
and Night Sky, they were close. Yeah, that would have been cool. But
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I don't know why I always think of Boxy and Night Sky being out in Holland, like they're from the Netherlands originally, right? Oh, are
yeah,
they?
they are. No,
Oh,
they are.
okay.
But I just was gonna because that's what I love about Europe. Like if I were to fly in Canada and just go to Vancouver, it's
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is long. I can go to Florida for the same distance. Like, but when I was in Ireland, like Spain is close, Italy's close. Like okay, close, but like you
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
have to take a plane. But
Yeah.
to go to Ireland to Scotland, like if you wanted to fly, and you don't even need to, but if you wanted to fly, it's like by the time the plane goes up, you're already coming back down. Like it's
Exactly. Yeah,
and
you
the
can get
flights are
anywhere.
cheap. Flights are super cheap there,
Yeah.
and you can just easily access everything. So that's another reason why like Europe is like the lifestyle. Like because I like to travel and see different things, it's easy to access a lot of different places there. So
Yeah, absolutely. And they got great trains too if you want to get the scenic route as
yes,
well on the way. It's
100%. Yeah,
it's pretty
that's what we
cool.
did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody speaks English everywhere, so the translation's not really an issue.
Exactly.
You
Just
know,
because I can understand a few words here and there, I can make out what they're saying. Like 90%
exactly.
of the time.
Yeah,
90% of the time.
that's what Google translates for. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, Lou, that's going to be a crazy opportunity for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to hopefully live vicariously through you. I hope you post a lot of stuff like from your touristy stuff on Twitter as well. I'd love to see
Yeah.
like
I will. Oh, I will.
where you're going to visit and whatnot. Also, like even with Deekster, I can't wait to see. Like, I really hope that you do get to connect with Deekster when you're out east in Canada
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll definitely make it happen. I actually found out how to stream. Like I got this option I never had before. It was a beta stream on my phone, so I can actually stream from my phone.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
I was gonna plan like an IRL stream, like hiking and stuff for like obviously 20 minutes, or else my phone is probably gonna blow up with overheating. But because I have a lot of data to just try to do that, so that could be kind of funny. Like obviously, I don't know how the chat component's gonna work, but I mean we just figure it out on the fly. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're going out for a beer or something at a pub, you can just
That
boot
would
up
be
a little stream
hilarious.
and just we can hang out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That'd be comedy.
I'd be down for that for sure. We've talked a lot about. We will get into kind of your future goals for the stream, and we'll kind of wrap up the stream with that. But before we kind of do that, I want to talk a little bit about the Harvest promo. Get into a little bit of the timely nitty gritty of the state of the Madden game right now.
Yeah.
Have you been messing with the Harvest promo at all in the last few days? What have you added to your team in the last couple days?
I added Dion because I run 50 out of 50 Cowboys, so he's 98 speed for me, 97
Nasty.
Excel, so he's the best.
Insane.
Like he already won me a few games already by himself. Like he's a game breaker.
Yeah. Is he
Um,
returning kicks for you too on your team?
yeah, always doing everything. Wherever I can get him on the field, he's on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I even put him in like big nickel as if you run like one of the blitzes, I can sub him in as one of my lines, like as one of my
Yeah.
linebackers. So like
No
I was
way.
using him, and
Oh
it's not
God.
even fair.
That's
So
scary. 98
yeah,
speed user
yeah, it's
in
crazy.
November.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nasty.
insane. But did
Yeah.
a few re-rolls. Unfortunately, I got pretty unlucky for this re-roll. Like the
Yeah.
most feared one, I got a little bit luckier.
Yeah.
I got just enough to get Dion, and I'm halfway to getting AB. But
Nice.
um, I know we're supposed to get a bow. I don't know when. I think it might be tomorrow or Monday. Or
Yeah.
I saw Bo was coming in the game, so that Raiders team will just get even better. But
Insane.
um,
I pulled that up on
uh,
stream yesterday. I think MuttGG put out a teaser picture,
yes,
which is
exactly.
like
Yeah.
literally the picture they chose. I don't know if you saw the same one that I did, but it's literally it's an upskirt angle of Bo Jackson. Like literally,
Yeah.
it's a picture of his junk is like fully
Yeah.
there. It's the weirdest picture I've ever seen.
I
Like,
know,
but
that's so true.
yeah,
It's so
but
true. It's a horrible picture they picked,
yeah,
but I've just been doing re-rolls. I don't know if you've dabbled in the solos, but I've been doing house rules. Probably gonna get to 25 wins.
nice.
I'm gonna be doing probably just probably solos, house rules, and just a few more re-rolls. I think I got what I got now. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
content with the pieces that I have.
yeah,
So the rest is just, filling out the extra
yeah.
pieces of the
Are
squad
are you
if
looking to
needed.
add that Dak Prescott to your theme team? Because I know you're 50 out of 50
Yeah,
Cowboys at this point.
I
How
have
does?
him, but I'm more of a pocket passer. He doesn't get gunslinger. I'm running Josh
Yeah,
Allen just because that's how I played,
yeah,
how I play. But he also has the ability to get um, two higher overall, so like a 93.
yeah,
So what my hope is, if so, right now he has 91 throw power. Obviously, he needs
mm-hmm,
95 to get gunslinger. I'm
yeah,
hoping that powered up, and if he gets a 93, EA gives him 95 throw power. I'm praying, but I feel like it'll
yeah,
be 94. And if it's
yeah,
94, then I probably will just sell him and not use him.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I have him. I made him. I
Yeah.
really need him to throw for 400 yards and a touchdown
Yeah, I
to
know.
make him a
That's
93 for a dream. If not, it'll be like just an investment. But I'm
yeah.
rocking with every QB that has gunslinger. So like Josh Allen, and then whenever there becomes the first Hot Rod Master gunslinger, like he's
Yeah.
the first guy on my team.
Yeah.
And then
Rich Gannon
yeah,
again. Let's get Rich Gannon in the game
yeah,
again.
Yeah. If Rich Gannon is the first one to get it, then oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's on the squad. But
I
I
have a
think they did him a
feeling we're
little
not
bit
going to see
dirty.
Rich Gannon for a few years. I feel like he's like a fringe legend at best. I feel like we're
Yeah,
not going to see him. I was surprised when some of these cards, like LeGarrette Blunt, his card looks
yeah.
crazy now. He's not a
Oh, it's
legend. He's
insane.
not a legend. He's a journeyman who
Yeah, it's
served a good. He did good things for the Eagles and for the Patriots, but that's about it. Like I
yeah,
never looked at him as a legend. Some of these
yeah.
cards they're getting desperate.
100%. I'm just waiting for a gunslinger hot roll master, or I feel like maybe Brett Favre
Yeah.
might be the guy. I don't know, maybe, or
They never miss a year
uh,
with Brett Favre. He's always in it
yeah,
at some point.
he would be um, definitely gunslinger. I don't know about hot roll master, but we'll get it eventually. It's still
Yeah.
November. It's still early. I feel like
Yeah.
if they release it now, it would break the game anyway. Like no, and there would be no reason for people to use anything else. So.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of glad, like the Dan Marino they put in the Team Diamonds. I'm glad they didn't give him Hot Rod Master and Gunslinger because that was October. So
Yeah,
you
that would
could
have
have
been
used them.
insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he'd be a quarterback until like golden tickets come out for some people in
yeah,
that
oh yeah,
case. I think I
yeah,
have heard and even as a Vikings fan, I don't want to use him on my team, but I've heard Kirk Cousins is actually pretty decent. I've
yeah. He
heard
gets
he
Hot Rod
has
and set feet,
yeah,
right?
that's what. Yeah, Roy McCracken was just typing that in the chat. So
Yeah.
apparently he's super usable, and I think his release I've heard is the same as Josh Allen. So if you're
Ooh,
used to using Josh Allen, he's pretty good. I just don't
hey,
know. For me, I need to have that gunslinger. Like it's a safety blanket for me. But obviously Set Feet Lead does a lot of the same things. So
yeah,
that could be worth a look.
yeah. For
For
me, I think it's
me,
mental for Gunslinger. To be honest,
yeah,
I don't know if it's actually. I don't know. I just feel like when I have it activated, I probably perceive the passes to be faster
yeah.
than I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I
for
really don't
sure.
know. But
Like when that free Zach Wilson '89 came out, that's the
oh
first time
yeah,
in the year I felt like, oh yeah, we're ready to go now. Like I felt like my
yeah,
offense was like, I felt like I could hit streaks up the middle. I felt like I could throw
exactly, yeah.
anything, and probably my interceptions doubled that when I got him, but like still, I felt like I was invincible. So Yeah, definitely. Definitely some good cards coming out in this promo. I basically what I do with a promo, I always try to get whatever my theme team pieces are, and I just pick them up, even
Yeah,
if
me too.
even if they're not usable. Like a lot of the guys I picked up, Ogba got a new card, like a left end. I already had him sitting like as my backup, or even in my binder somewhere.
Got it.
So he's a 93, but like his stats are horrible: bad strength,
Just
bad
kind of
block
mid,
shed.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you running right now? Is it
I,
Chiefs and Niners still?
Chiefs Niners still, yeah, which is they're getting a little bit better over time. The Chiefs have not really had a difference making player added this year because
Yeah.
Tyreek was not. The reason you go Chiefs early is because Tyreek is a glitch, but this year Jamar
Yeah.
Chase was, so Tyreek
Yeah,
wasn't that
exactly,
must have player. So
Yeah, you're right,
really,
you're right,
it's mostly Niners with some Chiefs sprinkled in kind of at this point.
Yeah. Okay. But
But
Niners
then,
are always good at the end.
oh
Niners,
yeah,
Raiders are always like the two meta teams at the end anyway. So
exactly.
you can always convert to 59ers
For sure, exactly. That's what I did
whenever you
last
wanted
year.
to.
Converted down the
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah, me too. I always kind of do Cowboys just to make it interesting, but I did Cowboys and Niners.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, I just had all Niners. So it'll probably be
Yeah.
the same. Right now I'm running 50 Cowboys, but it'll eventually be 50
Yeah.
Niners.
And what do you think about? I just started grinding through the solos today, and I hate playing solos, but they're worth it for the rewards. And I got my Nat 92, so they added these two cards. I believe it's only Ndamukong Suh and Emmanuel Sanders are the
Yes.
only two, but
Correct,
they get
yeah.
I think Sue gets all NFC chems and
then
Sanders
all
gets all
AFC,
AFC.
yeah.
Did you add either of those guys to your squad?
I didn't touch a solo yet just because I was, like I said, today was probably Saturdays are usually the day I catch up on the solos.
Yeah.
Like I do the team of the week ones, the rise, not the rising star, but the wild card Wednesday ones. I
Yeah.
usually do them all on Saturday because it's usually my day off. But today I actually just chilled, played some Call of Duty and just
Yeah.
watched streams and put my feet up. So I'll probably get to that maybe during the week, but
Yeah.
100% I'll have to add them just because it's a free chemistry.
Yeah.
But I actually already have Everson Griffin from the Most Feared powered up and
Yeah.
Jack Youngblood, so I don't know
Yeah.
if they'll start,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I'll see
Yeah.
if not, then whatever. It's a free backup. But we'll still take it.
It is kind of weird. Like, you'd think I'd be excited about adding two 93 overall players, adding, Sue and adding Ogba to my team. And then Dion as well I added. He's only 97 speed for me, but still, like, super glitchy on a 25 team.
Oh, yeah, because you have,
I got the Niners.
Niners, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but the both of these ends don't even play on my field. It's just strictly for, like, increasing my team overall. But really, none of them are fast enough or strong enough or... Sue, I'm wondering, he gets backup a chemistry as a defensive tackle, and I'm wondering if throwing him at DT might be the move.
Ooh,
because
I didn't know that because then 100% I'll play him at D tackle. I didn't know because I haven't dabbled in it yet. But
I might
that's
try that out
probably
tonight.
what I'll do. Yeah, that's probably what I
Again,
do,
he only plays like he's like an 87 with the chems on him as a DT, but his stats look so much like a defensive tackle, and he's big and heavy, and I feel like heavier players play better at DT for the most part, So,
yeah, I don't really care for my overall. Like I have a couple, like Byron Jones is a 93 corner, but at safety, I think he's like in the high 80s. But I don't really care for overall. I just trying to put the best team out there, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, and Joker Nation in the chat's asking actually, how do you change the chems? Yeah, because you'll notice when you do get this card, I first went in and it had like 15 or 16 blank chemistry spaces, and I couldn't put a team chem on them. I was like, oh, you just got Dolphins chems? Like, what's going on? It was glitched.
Yeah. You have to reset the game, actually.
Yeah, I reset the game, and then if I'm not mistaken, I think you don't even need to select a team chem. I think he literally adds one to whatever existing team chems for the NFC you have. So I think he adds a team chemistry to every single team, it looks like. Because I didn't... It says that they're all equipped.
Put together?
Yeah, it says basically like you get +1 to all of your NFC teams. So say
it's
you got
just
like
NFC lights up and it'll just be every
exactly. Well, it's like say you have like one Viking. Say you have like 4 players that have like a New York Giants chem or whatever, and you have Ndamukong Suh in your lineup, then it's 5 Giants you have, so you get that +1 strength. So I'm wondering if you have some glitchy kind of team, if he could potentially be like a ridiculously beastly card. If you could get like a whole bunch of I don't know. It's a weird way they did it.
I'm curious, yeah.
Yeah, but either way. Yeah. Check him out when you get him, but I'll let you know how he plays.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know. I want to play my D tackle now that I think about it.
Yeah, exactly. And so, is there anything you're expecting from this Harvest promo? Do you think that Bo Jackson, would he be potentially another
limited?
Maybe a limited? I'm thinking like he seems too good to be a a master, because masters are fairly inexpensive. Like you built your Dion for how much did it cost you?
Yeah, it wasn't that much because I got I think he's worth 500K. I built him for way less than that, but well, actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, they give us Randy Moss for regular, like for pretty cheap if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But he could be. I don't know if he could be part of the Blitz promo because what are the odds that they put Blitz bits in the game as well as Bo at the same time? I don't know if he's going to be. You know how Tyreek Hill was the Blitz card last year?
Yeah.
And somebody else. Maybe they make Bo the Blitz part, but also Bo, like, I don't know. Bo is Raiders. Raiders play on Thanksgiving. I don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that, but I feel like for them to tease it now, it's going to be a good card. Like, it's going to be a crazy card.
Yeah, I agree, and it's kind of weird because I remember for the most feared promo, everyone was talking about Andrew Luck. He was definitely in the picture. You could see Andrew Luck.
0%. He just disappeared. Like,
yeah, so that's what I'm. But this Bo Jackson does seem a lot more like it's definitely they're focused completely on him. It's not a teaser, an Easter egg. Like there better be a Bo or the Raiders team goons are going to be rioting in the streets. They're going to talk about how they've been downgraded from the top tier of. Yeah, I saw that. Like, what the hell is that? There's no way.
No, it's still meta. No way. Like, you know what? I think it's maybe because their O line maybe isn't as.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they obviously take O line into consideration, but maybe they're just lacking in certain O line positions, and that brought them down. I don't know because their skill positions are insane, but I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I have to look into that a little bit more.
Yeah. It's. I think I picked the wrong year to go Chiefs Niners. Let's just say that. I think. But Cowboys looking really good. Niners are starting to look really good too. So, you know, there is hope for teams that are not Raiders-centric.
I just know that maybe the reason... Okay, obviously because I'm a Cowboys fan, but did they or did they not give out cards to Comeback Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year? Because, like...
Comeback, was that Alex Smith last year? Alex Smith?
That's what I'm saying. Was it? Because if that's the case...
I think it was, yeah.
Dak is definitely in line to get that, which
was a 98 or something overall, right? Or 97 at least.
Yeah, a really high-rated card. And then Micah Parsons is probably in the running to get Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
So that could be possible. I don't know if Dak's going to win MVP. I probably doubt it, but... Just because you basically have to be not flawless, but close to flawless for all the games. Like, I know he had one bad game last week, so that probably...
And he missed the game, too, so that might count against him.
So probably not MVP unless he throws for, like, 400 yards a game for the rest of the year. But just if they have two guys in the running to get, you know, probably really high cards, that will help the team. But so far, my team is actually really... 50 out of 50 Cowboys is really good. O-line's crazy. I like my squad right now.
Yeah, and Cowboys are kind of like the they're kind of like the Niners in that they and the Raiders in that they always get good Legends cards. Like you can always count on popular Legends going to those teams.
Yeah, because they were good back in the day, so it was, you know,
exactly,
it's helpful. Yeah.
Well, now they're a little bit resurgent this year, having a really good year. I think obviously we collaborated for that channel or that that bet on the Vikings Cowboys game. I thought I was in good shape in the fourth quarter. I still couldn't believe that you guys were hanging with us the whole game with Cooper Rush. But
Cooper Rush, I was kind of impressed. Honestly, that was probably the best game as a team they played the whole year.
Oh yeah,
because you kind of don't have your quarterback. You're kind of just winging it. Like they just I don't know how they pulled that off, but they pulled it off.
Oh yeah, and they're the last drive of the game for the Vikings. They're we ended up settling for a field goal, I believe, right before you guys took the lead.
Yes,
you guys, the defense probably had like a million like unnecessary roughness penalties for the Cowboys, but they were just physically dominating the Vikings. Like they were shoving guys out of bounds. Like they were, what's his name? Randy Gregory, I think, had 2 unnecessary roughness in the same drive. But like it was scary. Like you could tell that it had an impact. They dominated our O line. Kirk Cousins was like just throwing dead ducks. He was afraid to hold on to the ball.
He hasn't been that bad this year. If I'm being honest,
I think he's got like
pretty good.
I think he's got like 13 touchdowns, 2 picks, no fumbles. Like his stats are great, but the clutch factor, the clutch gene, just seems to be missing. Kirk's probably gonna make a Pro Bowl this year, sadly enough, like because his stats are so good. But it's just they don't have that kill factor. They obviously losing to Cooper Rush, and he threw a nice pass to. I think it was CeeDee Lamb, or no, it was Amari Cooper caught a crazy one.
Yes,
The one off of Breeland's chest, it bounced right to Amari Cooper, and then the end zone catch was beautiful too, on a sprained ankle.
That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good luck to those Cowboys going forward. I think my Vikings are kind of out of it here. It's a weird year though with the extra. I think there's an extra wild card spot added.
Yeah, there's
So
7 playoff
yeah,
teams that make the playoffs, right?
yeah. So you might see one crappy team sneak in from the NFC this
Yeah,
year,
and
or
then just
yeah,
get beat down by the 2 seed. By
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. But we talked a lot about we I feel like we've covered like a lot of ground here. We got a little bit of your origin story or most of
yeah,
it. We talked about what you've done to kind of improve your stream over time and what you're putting into it. We talked about becoming a full time streamer for a period of time here and that journey and what you have in store from a travel perspective. We talked about the harvest promo and covered a little bit of that as well. Kind of the last thing I wanted to touch on here is where do you see ideally your stream going? Like what are your goals as a streamer or as a content creator overall? Not just on
yeah.
Twitch, but like YouTube, TikTok.
Sure.
Yeah, talk about that a bit.
Yeah, sure. Twitch for now. I think if I had to choose a favorite, the only reason I like Twitch is I think I'm a little bit. I think YouTube needs a little bit of training. I'm a little bit
Yeah,
awkward when I'm making my YouTube intros like off stream. It doesn't come
yeah,
naturally to me because it's not like
yeah,
I'm having a conversation literally just with
yeah,
myself, and I think that'll come with practice because I'm not a YouTube guy. I'm more of a Twitch guy.
yeah, for sure.
But my plan going forward was, stream 6 days a week. Just I think seven is good because you're always streaming. But I think we all need a mental break day. Like
Yes.
I think mine's going to be definitely like a Monday or a Saturday, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose one day a week where I'm just going to kind of put everything away, like even not being a viewer, just to kind of unwind. I like to, go for a hike, walk my dogs,
Yep.
go see my family, whatever the case may be. Kind of just take a day just away from, unplug. That's why my vacations I unplug. Like that's what I'm saying. They just kind of get off
Yeah.
it a little bit, but ideally my 6 days a week streaming. Um, YouTube, I actually just hit 100 subs
Hey,
two
let's
days
go.
ago or yesterday. Thank you.
Congrats, Luis. That's awesome, man.
2 days ago, I think I hit 100. My goal by the end of the year is actually 500. And it might be a stretch, but I like to set my goals a little bit higher because even if I disappoint my goals, let's just say I hit 400, it's still good,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get 500 by the end of the year. TikTok, I
Yeah.
don't know what I have in terms of followers. I
Yeah.
actually have no idea because
Yeah.
I know there's like followers, likes, whatever. I can
Yeah.
just check on the fly
Yeah,
quickly,
go
but
for it. The
I
quality of your TikToks are really good. I will say
I
like
think
the way it's set up is
265.
so nice. 265 nice. So
265. It's I mean not the most, not the but I set goals for 500 and 500 like
yeah.
by the end of the year because I find TikToks a lot of people don't follow, they just like because if they
Yeah.
see it on your For You page. So to
Yeah.
gain another 250, like I've been doing TikTok way longer than YouTube and I got
Yeah.
265.
Yeah.
So if I can hit 500 on both by the end of the year,
Yeah. Especially
stream
going
six
full
days a
time.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, stream 6 days a week. Obviously, I'm gonna put more energy into the YouTube stuff, but
Yeah. That's exciting.
grow my followage on YouTube. Sorry, grow my followage on Twitch. I don't know what I'm at now, 2 point something
Yeah.
K. I don't really.
Yeah,
It's not that
yeah.
I focus on that much because Twitch followers, like there's people with like hundreds of thousands, but
Yeah.
I just want to focus on the people that are in the stream rather than how many people follow you. Because
100%.
realistically, you can make 10 burners and I'll have 10 followers.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Realistically, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's like
that's
almost looking
the
at the
goal
chat
for me.
moving is more of a determination, like because there you could have 30,000 followers and
Oh
not have
yeah,
100 people in your chat, so it
exactly.
doesn't it's
Yeah.
not a direct correlation. It's
No,
like
exactly. That's why like followers are great. A lot of people off a raid will just follow and like I'll never see them. That's why I
yeah,
try to just focus on not necessarily the follower number, but the number of people in the chat and
yeah,
interacting with those people.
yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, I really want to hit 500 and 500. I set that goal for myself like a couple weeks ago. I sat down and said, what can I hit? Um,
Yeah,
Realistically, I was aiming for about 300 on both.
yeah,
Uh, but I said, you know what, I'm going to set the bar a little bit higher because I have a little bit of time on my hands.
yeah,
So let me grind toward for the 500 on both, and say
yeah,
same with subs on Twitch.
yeah.
I think my highest I've ever had was in the mid 200s, like maybe
That's huge. Yeah,
220,
yeah,
230. I want to, focus on, getting my, more
Yeah.
subs on the platform, doing, incentivize people to sub
Yeah.
to me. I've had that like, honest
Yeah.
conversation with myself. Like, why would somebody hit the sub rather than just supporting? Like, I want to
Yeah.
offer stuff
That's
back
a good
because,
point. Yeah.
yeah, like I always just, that's why I said like I'm my biggest critic. So I can be like, why would someone click on my name and subscribe?
Yeah.
Like, the comp guys can offer, sub tips and ebooks and like what can I bring to the table is kind of what I did. So, I'm
Yeah.
working on my coin spreadsheet and stuff like that. I want to give back, so I set like my sub goals that are going to be out like on Monday,
Beauty.
to give back, jerseys. Like at the end of the day, like the stuff that I make on Twitch, it's not like to keep
Yeah.
me, it's
Yeah.
I'm
But it is like at the
breaking
same
news
time it'll be your
on,
primary source of income for the next few
yeah,
weeks, or not
yeah,
weeks, for a few months. So you gotta.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking news, I'm not a millionaire on Twitch, obviously, but I want to, focus getting a few more subs here and there with,
Yeah.
incentivizing people with other
Yeah.
stuff like giveaways or little tips like I have my spreadsheet that I have now. But
Yeah.
that's the short term goal. Long term, I kind of want to assess after this year and kind of just
Yeah.
see the numbers and see where I'm at to kind of make I usually have long term goals set, but I kind of put them on hold. I kind of just kept my goals for the next like 3 or 4 months, and then
Yeah.
I'll reassess the situation. But that's what I want long. That's what I want short term. So I'm
Yeah.
just growing the brand. You know what I mean? Like putting out
Exactly.
merch, getting that out,
Yes.
which a lot of people do have. I've kind of been slacking because I don't know if people actually want to buy them because a lot of people say I'm going to buy them, and I don't know if they will buy it, and I don't know. I just don't know if it's something that
I think
people are really
there's
interested in.
I can tell you personally, I would like to have some Luch merch. So I'm sure there's a bunch of people in the chat that agree that they would love to be able to get their hands on it, especially with the holiday season coming up. That'd be a big
Oh,
W if you
actually,
know.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe get a
Yeah,
holiday Luch sweater. You know what I mean? That would
yeah.
be pretty cool.
I,
But
I know my wife has been asking for a Luch mug this whole time for Christmas. It would just make her Christmas absolutely next
I'll have to
level.
deliver
So
it by hand to her because she's the number one person. She's the only person that wants my mug. I gotta hand deliver it.
oh yeah, also because we've had a bad postal service experience in
Oh
the
my
past.
god,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Should I
don't
share
ever
the?
mail me
You know what?
anything.
I'll share the story quickly.
Yeah,
But
please do, please
so
do.
for Christmas, I thought because I came to your place, you did a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff. You ordered pizza, you
yeah,
hosted me for the night. So I'm like, you know what? For Christmas, we just had like just a small gift, like bottle of wine and like a small little gift card. I'm like, okay, we'll just say thank you.
jeez,
We'll send it through the mail just to say thank you because you did a lot of stuff. So I was like, okay. Went to the
this
post
guy.
office, sent it off. I had a tracking number. I said, okay, it's like it was maybe like 5 days. I think I
Yeah,
messaged you saying like
yeah, you did,
I don't know how
asking if I
often
got a package.
yeah, I said I don't know how often you check your mail, but just check your mail. Like
Yeah,
because something will be in there because they said it should be in there like between 3 or 4 days. So whatever,
yeah,
5 days go by. I said, did you get anything? You didn't get anything. I went to the postal like online and it says it wasn't even like registered. So I was like, what the hell? Like there's a serial number, but the serial number doesn't work. I called, they said it's the
yeah,
wrong serial number. So I said, okay, give me the
yeah,
real serial number. They
yeah,
gave me the real serial number. It says it's in transit. I said, oh great, perfect. Maybe a day, two.
yeah,
I totally crossed my mind. I was working, whatever.
yeah.
5 days later, I said, oh my God, like
It still hasn't arrived.
what I said he still didn't get it. So like um I was just floored. I said I called the I forgot where I called, but it was the PO
Yeah.
box near me and I said like, excuse me, like where's my package? Like did you guys just like are you guys just drinking the wine in the back? Like I said, yeah, I'll send it to him and these guys were just
Oh yeah,
water like
they're
these
having a
guys were drunk
picnic.
as hell
Yeah.
in the back. And nothing
Yeah.
still. And then after 2 weeks, I put in a formal complaint saying, like, I think you lost my package. And
Yeah.
instead of saying, like, oh, okay, we'll compensate in any way, they said, well, you lost the package. I said, whoa. So, like, what
Wait, so
do
you
you
were
mean?
supposed to take out an yeah, you got to
Yeah,
pay like
so,
$50 insurance on a
yeah,
$20 bottle of wine. It's like
yeah.
that's not right, you
So
know?
I was like, yeah, you can pay for the insurance package to, like, cover the loss of your, whatever, your
Yeah.
item. Because they didn't know what the value of the goods is in
Yeah.
there, they said, like, whatever, $55 or something to like get the
Yeah.
insurance again. I was like, then I'm like doubling the gift and I don't even have it. I said, what I'm gonna
Yeah.
pay for insurance and then who's gonna give me the bottle
Yeah,
or give me the
exactly.
gift card? So I said, you know what, I took
Yeah.
a fat L. I'm gonna be honest. I basically just
Yeah.
some employees at the PO box got a free bottle of wine on Luch, so they better
Yeah.
thank me
My
in the form
God.
of a follow on YouTube, and
Yeah.
we're clean.
Then
And
everything would be good.
we're
I
even.
appreciate that. I never knew the contents of the gift until now,
Oh,
guys. That's a
you
reveal right
did?
now.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
we
I guess
no,
I
we I
guess I
didn't want
didn't
to
tell
pry.
you.
I wasn't sure what it was. I was
Oh,
like, what the hell? I thought it might have been a Luch mug or something, or maybe it was
oh
just
no,
like
no.
a
It was something
yeah.
small. I didn't go like super
I
crazy, but I
appreciate that,
just like
man.
I was like, okay, we got cheated a little bit. Somebody got drunk off my wine, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like,
Man, the Canadian Postal Service is down bad. I mean,
oh, it's bad.
honestly, email has virtually made that job,
Oh
a
yeah,
thing of the
like
past. So these
yeah.
guys need to up the customer service, I'd say.
Do
That's
you remember when I was supposed to do you remember how there was a stage where somebody thought I was a firefighter and then,
yes, I do remember that. Your
yeah,
Amazon
so,
delivery, yeah,
okay, but it was a little bit suspect now that I think about it back then because on an Amazon order, usually people order, I don't know, pillows, candles, like just everyday items.
yeah.
And I ordered because it was Halloween. I ordered pictures. Amazon receiving this order, and they're like, "What the hell is going on at this guy's house?" I ordered a firefighter, like, whatever, the vest,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
suspenders. No, sorry, the pants, the
yeah, yeah.
suspenders, a Rey Mysterio mask, like a luchador mask, and a hold on, what did I order? What did I order? Something else. Oh, do you know
A
those?
ball gag or what?
Do
Like
you,
a
do you know like the Phantom of the Opera, like the just the
yeah, yeah, yeah. The one-sided
okay, the
mask.
one-sided thing. So they probably thought I was doing some weird stuff, and
Yeah,
they didn't send it to me. They sent me a like whatever a refund of $100, and they
yeah.
2 times they refused to put the order together. They thought I was doing some weird stuff. But you know why? Because I had it was just as they probably thought I was wearing the pants and the suspenders to probably some sort of weird event. And they're
Yeah,
like, all right, this guy's a little bit like, let's put a flag on this guy's account because I ordered it twice and it still didn't
yeah.
go.
Man, that's
And these guys, and
hilarious.
they just said, nah,
They thought you
we're
were
not gonna send it to
establishing
you.
a sex cult or something
Yeah,
with all
they
those
said some
outfits.
weird stuff. So I said I didn't get it, and then yeah,
Yeah.
that's the end of that. So I haven't had a great experience with the postal service here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
no
honest.
kidding, Luch. That's considering it's pretty good with me. Like the only issues I've had with Amazon, and obviously like everybody over the course of COVID, we've all had issues at some point with either Amazon or delivery or whatever because
Oh
we
yeah.
have to rely on it so much more. But like I had an issue with buying something off of Amazon Prime, but from like a third party. I never again
Oh
will I
yeah,
do
yeah,
off a
yeah.
third party because we returned it and then it's like, well, I didn't get the package back, and like we're
Yeah,
out a couple
of
hundred bucks.
course.
I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
there's some skeezy stuff going on Amazon. They don't
yeah.
really, I feel like they don't really hold their third party sellers accountable for the most
Oh no,
part.
no.
It's
I'm not
it's
much
all
of an
these
online
guys,
shopper
yeah,
either, to be honest. I'm just go in, pick my clothes, and leave kind of
yeah,
guy. Just because when I'm at the mall or something, like I'll get food, like just do an
yeah,
all-in-one experience kind of
oh
thing.
yeah,
So um, I just kind of I will only order stuff on Amazon. It's kind
yeah,
of sad, but I only order the stuff on Amazon now that I know that if I don't get it within 3 days, I can live with it. Like I'm cool with
yeah,
it. Like if I ordered like something essential, like if, like obviously I got a puppy during like
yeah,
COVID or
yeah,
whatever, like if I ordered a dog crate, I'm just gonna go to the store and get it because I might not
yeah,
get it, and I have a puppy and I'm gonna have to carry them in my arms the whole night. So like
yeah.
not
Stuff
that
you,
like I don't know, a painting that if I don't get it, okay, whatever, I'm
yeah.
cool, I can live with it. So
Yeah.
sadly it's got to that point, but
Yeah, my
so
stuff is
we're good.
my Amazon list right now is all stream related stuff. I want to get a third monitor. I want to get I have
Yeah.
this is sad. I have a PS5 cooling station that I put on there that looks kind of cool with a fan. I don't even have a PS5 to put it in to put in it. So
Say, do you have a
yeah,
PS5?
no, I don't have a PS5, but
Oh,
I'm dreaming big. I'm hoping that my wife will take care of the PS5 when the time comes. I'm holding out till
yeah.
next year. I'm enjoying current gen right now, and I'm not looking
Current gen
to.
is not bad. No,
Yeah,
current
I
gen is
want
not
to
bad at all.
when I do hop in, I want to hop in at the beginning of the year so that everybody's bad at the same time. I don't want to
True,
put
true.
myself at a
Good
huge
point.
disadvantage. But
Yeah, yeah, good point. Good point.
yeah, but honestly, Luch, like I feel like we've been on for like what an hour and a half so far. I feel like we've had a
Yeah,
pretty
I didn't even realize it's
yeah,
time
time
flies.
flies. Honestly, it really does. I'm glad I saved my voice. I kind of intentionally cut back the stream time this week so that I'd be able to do two of these around the Gjallarhorn podcast in one week, and this has been one of my
Those are
favorite
fun.
ones so
Yeah,
far, man. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like we could
yeah.
easily do a weekly thing. Like You know,
Oh
like
yeah, a million percent. Yeah,
100%.
there's always stuff to talk about. That so
Yeah,
I'm. Anytime you're doing anything else like this, I'm in a
yeah.
million percent,
And
and I
vice
have fun with
versa, you
these.
know, when you're looking to kind of collaborate, I'm always
Yeah,
an
yeah,
open book. I'm happy to do it. You're a creative guy. You got great ideas, so I would love to leech off of your success in any way that I can. Um, but honestly, Luch, like I think the next few months for you is going to be like a really big, you know, really big chance for you to kind of do what you want to do on your stream and have some
yeah,
real growth on all platforms. And you got the right attitude about it. You know, you're taking it seriously, and you got the talent for it, natural talent, like on the camera. So I think honestly, it's going to be a great few months for you. And the
thank you, man.
experiences, like as a guy, you said, you know, you really value the experiences in life. I think
Yeah.
the travel alone is going to provide like a whole bunch of
Oh
those for you
yeah,
too. So
yeah. I'm
really
ready for that.
excited to
So
see what the next few months have in store for you, man.
yeah, oh
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, and I appreciate you being on the podcast.
Thank
It's been a
you.
really good sit down. I appreciate you doing it, man.
Thank you. Chat, you guys have been awesome too. I've been reading the comments the whole time. I've been getting a good laugh. So you
Oh,
guys
good.
have
That
been
makes one of
great.
us then. Perfect.
Yeah, this that was good. That was a good time. Everybody, thank you guys for. I know Murph said he had to pay me to get on, so
I did pay him a lot.
he paid me a big
Yeah,
amount. I might just take
yeah,
streaming off for the next couple years. I think I'm
yeah.
just gonna
He's
put my feet
covered.
up in a
He's
beach.
covered. The benefits package I put together for Luch for being on this podcast today is unparalleled in the Twitch
Oh
community
yeah.
here. I bet you Skimbo doesn't even get this paid this much to make an appearance, but we
Oh
finally, yeah,
man.
50K per show, Roy, exactly. See,
Oh
he's in the
yeah.
ballpark. Yeah, I'm
We're good.
also super loaded. But Luch, thank you, man. I appreciate it. What do you got
And
planned for tonight? What are you up to now?
tonight same thing. Put my feet up. Probably watch some streams and play some more Call of Duty for another couple hours, and then that's it.
Nice. Let's
That's it.
go.
We'll
That's
just
awesome.
relax. Yeah, just
Warzone.
today's the day off, so it's put the feet up. I released whatever YouTube stuff, TikTok stuff all in the morning, and I just said, all right, we're good. Break time now.
Nice. Well deserved for sure. It's important to take those days off
Oh
and
yeah,
just
for
chill.
sure,
And
for sure.
you know, I'll probably stream for a little bit longer tonight. Maybe play a couple games, but I'm not going to go too crazy tonight. I got a big family day tomorrow planned, so
There
I
we
got to
go.
make my way out to see my
Yeah,
parents tomorrow. So yeah,
sweet.
but yeah, enjoy the Warzone, man. And who knows? I might even hit you up after I get off stream to play a little bit with you guys if you're
Sweet.
still
That
grinding.
works. That works. I'll be in the stream anyways,
Beautiful.
though.
All right, awesome, Luch. Appreciate you, man. Have a great night.
All right, you too. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.